didn't notice it, but I think no. I mean, yesterday was what it is. Stuff. Something we've kind of been trying to work on all year, and it's just something we need to find a way to clean up.
Did you feel a lack of energy because it was a back-to-back today as a team? Because there wasn't a lot of chances today.
No, we definitely struggled to find chances and quality chances to score. But no, I don't think the back-to-back where you play afternoon isn't that tough on the body. So I think it's not a valid excuse for sure. I think we just lacked compete to get to the inner parts of the ice at times, and just a little bit of willingness to shoot the puck. And at the same time, we had a few really good chances that we either just didn't. I guess we just didn't capitalize on them.
How tough was it? You know, you look like you get that goal at the end of the second. Sharangovich would have given you a little momentum, and then it's.
Yeah, I mean that's the game. I guess sometimes it's tough. It's just kind of how things roll at times. Sometimes you struggle and bounces don't go your way, and it's harder to right the ship than it is to keep it moving in the same direction.
You mentioned the shots. Were they taking away the shot lanes? Was it just not enough offensive time possession? Why do you think the team wasn't able to generate a lot?
I mean, every situation is different. I mean, they had a couple of nice shot blocks and things like that, but I think just as a whole, we lacked compete to get in front of their goalie and to really find. I mean, that goal that was disallowed is just a dirty shot from the corner that it's not pretty at all, and it finds a way to go in the net. So I think that's kind of how we need to start scoring more goals. I mean, teams score goals like that against us, and we need to kind of find a way to do that.
You know, obviously Nico's not in there, Jack's not in there, but you weren't going to generate enough offensively. But defensively, you held them to 24 shots, only the one goal that wasn't an empty net. Kind of a lot of the same structural things you did yesterday against Carolina. Is that some of the good things you can build on from this game?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're trying to work on our defensive side of the game. I think that good teams are good defensively, so it's definitely something we've been putting an effort in the latter part of the season for sure.
Good.
Thank you.
A little tough to get going today, maybe coming off that disappointing loss yesterday, in your opinion?
Yeah, but maybe that wasn't the only reason. It was pretty tough stretch after the West Coast trip, and we looked like we didn't have a lot of energy today, and we were very disconnected. Like couldn't make them 2 feet past tape to tape. It's hard to win a game that way.
Did they do anything to?
I mean, to be honest, I just think it was a bad game. It was not much going on, and they scored. We missed our chances, only the few what we had, but. Like I said, we looked like we had a lack of energy, and we didn't create enough, to win a game for sure.
Speaking of missed chances, you had opportunities at the net. You missed the net a lot today. What do you think that's a result of?
Yeah, I mean, we obviously tried to score. I think me and Pav, missed 2 great opportunities at the start of the third period, and but like I said, if to win a game, we have to create a lot more than we did tonight.
How hard was the goal being disallowed at the end of the second period with Sharangovich? Obviously, would have been a momentum swing heading into the third.
Yeah, it would give us a little lift for sure. Like I said, I still don't think we had enough before even that goal, and maybe we had a little jump after, but again we didn't score, and they clogged the neutral zone at the end and just hold on the lead.
I know the energy levels are a little down because of the illness and the bug that's going through the team. Did that affect a little bit of maybe the offensive try, maybe even the forecheck or something?
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, it was a pretty tough stretch after the West Coast trip, and we didn't have that much energy. Plus, I guess there's some bug going on. So guys are not feeling great. It's frustrating. You want to feel good, but sometimes just the way it is, and you have to dig deep. To go through the game. But like I said, I'm personally disappointed. I would expect a little more from us.
Speaking of a little more, you had the 2 power plays back to back. You get 1 shot. I mean, that's an opportunity right there to get back in the game, right?
Yeah, we looked disorganized. We can make, like I said, those are the easy plays what we have to make, and they are mandatory to make. If you screwing 2 feet passes on a power play, then you don't deserve the score. We have to create a little momentum on a power play, which we didn't again, and. That's actually I think taking away the momentum from us. When you're not executing the right way, and you don't, like I said, it doesn't have to be necessarily a goal on a power play, but if you see the puck movement, and create some chances, from it, and you get them tired, maybe we will score the next shift on 5-on-5. So we just have to create a lot better momentum from a power play than we did. Thank you.
I'm sure not the start you wanted, and kind of it didn't get going from there tonight.
No, we knew it'd be tough. Found out this morning that Nico wasn't going to be able to play. So you take your top two centermen out of the game. You know that the type of opportunities you're going to have to generate are going to have to be a little bit different. I didn't think we got to the net front. Our usual guys were getting there, but we needed the Zakas, Bratz, those type of guys share to get to the net front. A few times we didn't get there. And then I thought what really hurt us was some of our puck play wasn't sharp.
You obviously played well defensively, kept it tight, but that Sharon Goretz's goal could have kind of gave you some jump, some momentum, and then it gets taken back at the end of the
season. Yeah, well, you look at what both teams were. There was nothing being created in the game. They played yesterday. I think they had some fatigue in their game. We had fatigue in our game. I played a guy that's coming off being sick. I didn't think Brader, he decided to play, but I don't think he had very much. A few times he came off. I didn't know if he'd be able to go back on. But we gave it a shot with him. I think you saw some fatigue in their game. But we probably had 4 or 5 really good opportunities to tie the game. You look at the Zacher breakaway, a couple other ones that were point blank that either blocked or missed the net. And it looked like that's the way the game was going to go. We weren't going to get a lot. They weren't going to get a lot.
Speaking of missing the net, you had a lot of shots, but you didn't get them on target. Is there a reason you think?
I think when you have fatigue, your hands aren't very good. I mean, you look at the last play, 6-on-5, the pass from Tatar to Dougie. I mean, that's a play that's just normal execution. You catch a pass. We miss the pass. It goes out in the neutral zone, turns into an empty net goal. To me, it's just we're half a second off. And when you have fatigue in your game, you try to keep things shorter. You try to keep things simpler. You try to get pucks to the net. You try to get inside. When we're missing some of that speed out of our game, when you take a Nico out and, Brader's not up to speed, things have to get simpler. And, like you said, we played well defensively. We were right there. But the skill part of our game wasn't at a high enough level.
And finally, the back-to-back power plays, that was an opportunity probably to...
Yeah, that just fits our execution, our puck play. We, some of the short little passes we didn't execute. We made a play down low, we didn't attack. There was a couple times we just didn't attack. And I think when you're tired, you head for open ice. Open ice is on the outside. And we weren't going to win that game being on the outside.
But what did you think of the structure you played in the defensive zone? Obviously, they've limited them to one goal and wanted to keep things more simple. How do you think they did in the defensive part?
Playing inside the defensive zone?
Yeah, you're playing the defensive zone.
Well, we've been working hard on the defensive side of the game, limiting the opportunities, trying to help our goalies out. I think we made a couple mistakes on a couple rush plays that, we got saves on. I thought inside the zone, when we got caught out there tired, I thought we were in trouble. But for the most part, our play, I thought through the second and third was pretty good.
Lindy, on the Sundqvist goal, is that just a lucky bounce? He pokes it off his stick and it goes right to him, or should he have done something else coming out from behind the net?
You're talking the Janssen. The Janssen play should have went. He should have moved it quickly off the wall. It was a good play by them, but we had the puck and we decided. It looked like he was going to try to beat him one-on-one. Guy made a good play, quick shot, and it went in.